Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, man taken to hospital after falling through ice in Hollis. A man was taken to the hospital after falling through the ice at a Hollis pond on Saturday afternoon, fire officials said. The man fell through the ice at Flint Pond about 2:45 p.m., the fire department said. Someone at a nearby home heard his cries for help and called the fire department. Crews were able to pull the man from the frigid water, but officials estimate he had been in there for about 15 minutes. He appeared to be suffering from hypothermia and was taken to St. Joseph's Hospital in Nashua, a fire official told WMUR. He is expected to fully recover. The man was ice fishing alone about 400 feet offshore, the fire department said. Officials are advising people to stay off the ice as conditions have made it unsafe in many areas. Other ice rescues have been reported throughout the state in the past few days. Missing 91-year-old man is found dead in Hanover. A 91-year-old man who went missing in Hanover on Friday has been found dead, the police chief said. Stanley Meyer's body was found down an embankment at the edge of the Connecticut River behind the Kendall Senior Living Facility on Saturday morning, police chief said in a press release. Myers had gone missing after leaving Kendall to go for a walk about 11:30 a.m. Friday. Police do not believe foul play was involved in the death. An autopsy will be performed Monday. Person suffers life-threatening injuries in Concord apartment fire. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9.
A two-alarm apartment fire is now under investigation. This happened at the Pines of West Concord on Bog Road just before 2:30 this morning. When crews arrived, they found a victim on the third floor of the apartment building. He was flown to a regional burn center with life-threatening injuries. One other person was evaluated for smoke inhalation but refused treatment. The cause of this fire does remain under investigation.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Concord couple accused of running multi-state sex trafficking ring. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Charisse LeClaire.
This morning, a Concord couple is facing a slew of charges. Investigators say they were running a multi-state sex trafficking ring across the state of New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine. They're accused of luring young Chinese women who speak little to no English to work as prostitutes in multiple locations. WMUR Charisse Leclerc now with details.
Court documents charging Shu Chao Li and wife Durang Miao of luring and enticing at least 27 women to the U.S. from China for sex crimes between July 2016 and February of this year. Those court documents showing the long list of properties prosecutors allege the pair conducted the illegal operation, including these rental properties on Harrington Avenue and West Street in Manchester, as well as locations in Dover, Portsmouth, and multiple locations in Vermont and Portland, Maine. This man lives near one of those homes, his neighbor asking him to check on the house after multiple suspicious visits by strangers to the neighborhood.
Most of this was happening late at night, and she had just come over and said, you know, I've got a real bad feeling, will you go see what's going on over there?
He said a young Asian woman answered the door, and the circumstances tipped him off that he should call police.
When I saw what I saw, which is disturbing, I was like, this isn't right. Time to get somebody else involved.
Now authorities are charging the couple with multiple counts of conspiracy, sex trafficking, fraud, and coercion. Court documents alleging the couple used social media and other means to recruit and entice young Chinese women who spoke little to no English, depriving them of documents, food, clothing, room keys, and other things, essentially keeping them trapped in these locations.
These young, innocent people, their lives are being altered and ruined. You got to do something. You got to say something. You got to do something.
I'm Charisse Leclerc, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Stranded hiker uses Facebook to plead for help. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9.
New details this morning. Rescuers have found a stranded hiker up in the White Mountains thanks to Facebook. Fish and Game say the hiker had been stuck in severe whiteout conditions above the tree line on Mount Lafayette for several hours yesterday. The hiker took refuge in a cave where he posted to his friends on Facebook that he lost his map and needed help. This was the scene of the whiteout conditions there yesterday. Fish and Game Department says that all hikers should be encouraged to use a Hike Safe card to help search and rescue efforts.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Summersworth woman wins all Ellen's 12 days of giveaway prizes. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Jean Mackin.
Hi, we've been smiling ear to ear since learning about this. You know how difficult it is to get tickets to one of Ellen's 12 days of giveaway shows? Well, one person in the entire country is selected to win all of the prizes from all 12 days of giveaways. And she is from right here in Summersworth. Well, we just surprised Carol at her house, and take a look what happened. Merry Christmas! Kidding me? What? Merry Christmas, Carol Wackel! Kidding me? We are here from WMUR with the biggest holiday surprise for you.
Oh my God, you're Jane
And you, Carol, are the winner of Ellen's 12 Days of Giveaway contest. You win every single prize on all of Ellen's giveaway shows. You're kidding me! All 92 prizes, valued at more than $40,000. 92 prizes, trips and spa vacations, gift cards, electronics, cookware, luggage, concerts. This list goes on and on and on. Carol was selected at random, the one and only winner, and what a selection. She is a cancer survivor and wants to share this good luck with her family. We will have much more from our big surprise coming up at 6 o'clock. So many fun moments to share. That is one happy family here in this town tonight. Live in Somersworth, Jean Mackin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Very cool indeed. As Trump urges for a wall, a border security measure gets pulled back. Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
Here, you gotta ask for Fios too.
Sorry, why is that?
Because Fios is a 100% fiber optic network. Don't you guys want all of the tech on your wish list to work as awesomely as you dreamed?
I'm back.
And he's back.
100% fiber optic network, 100% phenomenal. Get Fios Internet for just $39.99 per month and get a $50 Amazon gift card when you install by December 31st.
More on this now from our chief White House correspondent, John Carl. And John, this was one of three announcements from the president yesterday, all echoing the nationalist themes of his campaign. Also said he wants to send troops down to secure the border with Mexico.
And that was a proposal, George, that the president just kind of came out with during a meeting with the Baltic leaders who were here at the White House yesterday. It caught his own top advisors by surprise. It caught the military by surprise. His suggestion that he would send the military down to the Mexican border to help secure the border. George, I am told that this is something that was discussed in kind of theoretical form a week ago when the president was told he does have the authority to activate the National Guard. But as you know, it's a limited authority. The National Guard cannot apprehend people at the border.
At the same time, at those same meetings, the president also said he really wants to bring troops home from Syria soon. That's at odds with administration policy.
It is at odds with administration policy. It is quite consistent with what he said during the campaign. You know, he always talked about America first, and he even floated the idea of bringing troops home from South Korea. But at the very time the president was saying that, there were top U.S. officials, defense officials, and State Department officials in Washington at another event saying that the U.S. remained committed to Syria, including military commitment to Syria.
Okay, John Carl, thanks very much.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a wonderful Saturday night, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. And I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Good night, everyone. Bye.